Hello, everyone. It's been a while. I have moved and moved the business, of course, as well. And so it's taken me a little bit of time to get acclimated and get things organized. However, I want to wish everyone a great week coming up this first week of June 2025 and drop this teaching, this message to all of you. I want to begin first by entitling this Families. Families that drift from their own empaths. And this is based on sound spiritual insights. So, what I know, and even in my own experience, when we come on the planet and we're a little different, or maybe a lot different, others that are not vibrating at that level, weren't destined to vibrate at higher levels, become a few things towards their counterpart. Resentful. Unconsciously, they know that you know what they're thinking as an empath. And I'm not talking about being empathetic. I'm talking about a true empath who feels other people's emotions, who oftentimes knows what they're thinking. And even if your family members don't understand, which most of the time they don't, or are not willing to accept, consciously that is, that you know who they are, good, bad, or indifferent, or if you're dealing with narcissists in the family, that's a very difficult situation. At least it would be initially, until the empath grows and learns and is developed enough to understand that they are very toxic, and they know they're toxic, and they know you know they're toxic, and so they make excuses to separate themselves from you, casting any type of fabrication, story, or blame because it makes them look better. Meanwhile, the wounded warriors, the empaths, initially suffer a great deal from that, being ostracized for no apparent reason at all. However, the empaths, the true empaths, are the comeback kids and very powerful. And so as they mature and grow and develop into their own, I would just say it's in everyone's best interest not to taunt the empath any further or any longer. Even though the narcissist and the covert narcissist think they're in control because they want to be, they are not. It's a very sad situation because they come from a very dark generational place, and the empath is light and comes and believes only in the higher power, source, God, and light. So what was or seemed to be, if we're dealing with the narcissist in the tribe, I will say, a true battle initially between dark and light, good and evil. And if that's not the case, and you just with tribal members, family members that are just underdeveloped or unaccepting that you are different, so be it. The empath, such as myself, we're very gifted, and we have unique ways of helping others when they're open and receptive to that, help. And let me just say this as well. Individuals that are on the spiritual journey, the path, there's no going back, firstly. Not that you'd want to, but at times you may feel like that because we go from initiation to initiation to initiation, which sometimes can seem and be catastrophic. But the highly developed empath has so much faith and trust that they move past these things in what seems like, and is, miraculous ways. And if you have any narcissists or people in your family that believe the narcissist that's in the family, that say such terrible things about the empath that aren't true, well, shame on them, firstly. But, and I do believe in karma. Everybody will answer. Absolutely will answer at some point in time, if not in this lifetime, most definitely thereafter. But what I wanted to say is they can become very envious. And, jealousy's dangerous. People that, carry those traits, extremely dangerous, because they're not educated enough. They're not grounded enough. They're not, in a spiritual way, knowing enough of the damage that they're not only doing to themselves, but to others as well. So, my friends, if you find yourself and know that you are an empath, and I'm saying there's a difference between being empathetic, which is a great trait, of course it is, but being an empath is putting power behind being empathetic 100-fold. So there is a difference. But if you find yourself in a family situation, tribal situation, I like to refer to them as that, because I believe that family members, mom, dad, sister, brother, cousin, whatever it is, whoever they are, need to earn those titles. And a friend has to earn their title as a friend. You don't just become someone's friend. So trust is huge. And if you're in situations like that where you feel alone and defeated and unsupported, which happens often to empaths, at least in the flesh, please know that you're never alone, that anything is possible, and you have been gifted. And so walk with your head up high and don't look back, and have empathy for those who don't know, don't understand, or don't want to know how others live and have a way of being that is so far removed from their consciousness, from their conscious awareness, that you need to separate yourself from those people, if they haven't already separated from you. Because even if they're not consciously aware, unconsciously they know that you know as an empath who they are. And that makes them very uncomfortable if they're not good people. I'm going to leave you with that for now. And I'll be back soon with another. I'm trying to work out all the technical aspects here of 3 computers and things changing and so forth, and technology, not my forte. But if you found this session helpful at all, or have any questions, please feel free to reach out. And you can do that at transitionsliaison.com if you're listening to this on TikTok. And I offer complimentary consultations, and you can arrange for that on the website as well. Take care, everyone, for now. See you on the next one. This is Laura K. Ellis signing off.